all-knowing and all-powerful, starting with the elderly wolf uncle chapter 125. Before Queen Maeve could answer, Chen Tian took the latter into his arms. I'm a huge fan of Queen Maeve, and you're so despicable from the motherland, she can't let you have a monopoly. He felt Queen Maeve's body tremble, and a smile filled her face. Chen Tian's move is to provoke the people of the motherland and make him go all out against himself. Damn it, what the hell are you talking about? Quote, Motherlandman, believe me, I have nothing to do with him at all, it's that he didn't know why he suddenly came to the car. When Queen Maeve heard Chen Tian's words, she was so panicked that she began to struggle while eagerly opening her mouth to explain. It's better if the people of the motherland don't believe it. If the people of the motherland believed his falsehood, then the consequences would not be at all something Queen Maeve could bear. But her strength, how could it be Chen Tian's opponent? No matter how she struggled, Queen Maeve was held in her arms like this, and there was no room to move. Outside the car, the people of the motherland looked at the scene in front of them through the window, but the corners of their mouths suddenly rose upward. But the smile that appeared looked far from the usual kindness, fiercely twisted, and incomparably penetrating. Maeve, I think you'd better get off me quickly now. The expression on his face suddenly converged, gritting his teeth to show obvious anger, and every word he said seemed to squeeze out between his teeth. As for you, hurry up and me. Suddenly. Whether inside or outside the car, the atmosphere instantly dropped to the freezing point, and it seemed that there was a murderous intention like a substance, which was constantly spreading. Click. The driver in the driver's seat, under the impact of this atmosphere, was also shocked, and he pushed the car door and wanted to escape. As an ordinary person, immersed in such an aura, he could not bear the pale face and trembling legs. Unfortunately, the driver's foot just stepped on the ground. Next second, airplanes. In the air, the crimson luster suddenly flickered, and the terrifying power rolled and spread out in all directions. Two crimson beams with extremely high temperatures burst out, directly smashing the head of the driver who wanted to escape into pieces. Stubble, minced meat, brain flowers, blood and other fishy liquids splattered everywhere, smeared the car door that had just been opened, and slowly fell to the ground along the door. Poof! A headless corpse, still carrying temperature, slammed to the ground, made a muffled sound, and the temperature quickly decreased. See this scene. HMPH. The people of the motherland snorted coldly, and the red luster shining in their eyes slowly dimmed down. He is now the idol of all mankind and the savior of the earth, but he has been trembling for many years to obtain the title. In addition to the company executives and teammates, he couldn't let anyone else who knew his true face live. The name of the people of the motherland cannot be smeared in the slightest. You saw that too, right? Provoke me as a result. Quote. Subsequently, the people of the motherland slowly put their gaze on Chen Tian. In fact, although he just said that he wanted the latter to hurry up, he did not intend to simply let the other party go. After all, Chen Tian had already offended the people of the motherland before. And now, after seeing the people of the motherland kill people, Chen Tian is naturally labeled as mortal. Inside the car, Chen Tian watched the people of the motherland move, not only raised his eyebrows, just because you see your unhonorable side, do you directly start killing people? Quote. Sure enough, he is worthy of being a despicable fellow countryman. And Queen Maeve saw that the people of the motherland were getting angrier, and her body trembled more and more, and her voice was full of crying. Please let go quickly, if it goes on like this. We don't have to think about living. Quote. I said, the people of the motherland are not my opponents, it's okay, just trust me. Chen Tian's smile on his face became even stronger when he heard this, and not only did he not let go, but he even tightened his hand. Queen Maeve knew that Chen Tian was competing with the people of the motherland, but she didn't want to be implicated. But I really can't break free. Therefore, she had to beg the people of her motherland to believe in herself with pleading eyes. Maeve, I know that you have been angry with me recently, but you must not use this method. The motherland people outside looked at the two of them, their foreheads were directly bruised. And a twisted smile appeared again. You know, you are just embarrassing yourself. He doesn't know the details of Chen Tian. Therefore, in the eyes of the people of the motherland, the other party is just an ordinary person without any ability. Queen Maeve, as an able, wants to break free, it is very easy, and there is no need to be so embarrassed. Now, get me off immediately so no one gets hurt. The face of the motherland still maintained a distorted smile, and he spoke in a deep voice. But Queen Maeve knew that such a motherland was really angry. If you continue, then not only will you be targeted by the company, but you will not even be able to save your own life. As a result, she burst into even greater power. Want to struggle? Which thinks. This time, Chen Tian directly let go of his hand. Feeling the disappearance of the restraints on her body, Queen Maeve didn't even have time to think about it, and directly burst out of her speed, turned into an afterimage, and rushed out of the car. She came to the side of the motherland, and looked at the latter with pleading eyes. Believe me, this is really not my idea. I'll talk about it later. The people of the motherland directly and rudely pulled Queen Maeve behind him, and then looked at Chen Tian. A pair of azure blue eyes gradually lit up with a red luster. And together with the surrounding temperature, it increased by several degrees. Boy, I think you should know who you provoked. The smile on his face became more and more distorted, his facial features were extremely hideous, and he gritted his teeth. Even on the neck and forehead, throbbing tendons are prominent. Queen Maeve behind her couldn't help but tremble when she heard this, knowing that the people of the motherland were going to kill again. She opened her mouth to dissuade, but in the end her body trembled and she could not say anything. She knew that everything was useless, and no one could stop the angry motherlanders. If you want to blame, you can only blame the teenager in the car for not wanting to drive, no matter how kindly he dissuades, but he still has to go against the motherland. I've tried my best. Queen Maeve couldn't help but sigh in her heart. The other side, Chen Tian was still sitting peacefully in the car, facing the angry motherlanders. His face was full of indifference. The motherland is at best a weakened version of the super. And although he also copied the abilities of Yang and Chao, but in addition, he also copied many other people's abilities, whether it was super strength or super speed. When superimposed together, it was not a problem to deal with the motherlanders at all. Moreover, now he still has the divine speed power that is close to the peak. That's why Chen Tian looked so indifferent. Who did I mess with? After hearing the words of the motherland, he shrugged his shoulders, and a mocking smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. A giant baby wearing a blue tights, his body has grown up. And his brain is not yet mature, right? In the end, although he will appear here, it is entirely for the purpose of copying the capabilities of the motherland. But Chen Tian couldn't have the slightest good impression of what the other party did, or his personality and thoughts. Therefore, when facing the people of the motherland, he did not intend to get along as gently as possible. And followed Chen Tian's words. Queen Maeve's body tightened, her entire back was covered with cold sweat, and she looked at the motherland with some nervousness. Although this is also the evaluation she feels in her heart, it is very suitable for her moody and reckless teammate. But she never expected that someone would dare to say this in front of the motherland. Damn, this guy still dares to say it, she thought with some trepidation. And after hearing Chen Tian's words, the people of the motherland were also stunned. Everything around fell silent at this time, and the air between the three people was filled with a strange aura. Next, 1. Giant baby? The people of the motherland constantly repeat this phrase in their own minds. Still didn't say a word, but he still clenched his fists tightly, and his whole body began to tremble violently. The red light in his eyes became more and more dazzling. Fuck. In the end, the people of the motherland were like a volcano that had been brewing for a long time, and all the anger erupted in a roar in an instant.